Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? So it's a little bit past 10, but I'm here. It's only a few minutes after 10, but I was so committed to being here on this Saturday night, so I hope you all are doing fine. I can see you joining, so welcome and thanks for being here. I did announce it this morning on my Insta stories that I was going to do a live because you guys requested a live about how ego is our enemy, because yesterday I posted this story on how ego is an enemy, and then you suggested for me to do a live to talk a lot more about it. Welcome, guys. Say hello if you're joining and say which city or country you're from so that I get to know you better. I'm so glad you guys are here on a Saturday night. What are you guys doing? Tell me. Literally, I'm just done with my day. So many things to do on a Saturday. You know, family plans, work things. It's just a busy day. What about you all? How are you doing? How have you been? How was your week? How was your Saturday? What are you up to? Tell me everything. I need to know. All right, so today as I said, I'm going to be talking about how your ego is not helping you achieve whatever you want to achieve in life. And I feel like it's a really, really, really important topic, and hopefully we can interact throughout this live. Hi, Hamid. Hello. I'm from Paris. Welcome. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining. Hello from Casablanca, Abdel 8416. Good to see you all. That's amazing that you guys are able to join, because I'm not sure whether you guys are available or not, but I did announce it, and I hope you guys are going to be able to follow this live. All right, so just say hello if you're joining, so I know you guys are here, they're going to stay. Hopefully, this isn't going to be like a very long live, because it's just a very straightforward message that I would like to share with you all, and hopefully you can, decide to go down that road if you feel it's going to help you in your life. Speak Arabic, please. Open now. Salam alaikum. Kidirin. Is that what you want me to say, or do you want me to say something else? All right. Ranas Boumadi Salam. Wa alaikum salam. Okay, let's get started. Now, yesterday I posted this quote about how your ego is your worst enemy. And before I get started, I just want to just briefly mention what is ego. It's actually interesting because it's a Greek word and it means yourself, me or myself, or in your case, it would be yourself. And we use ego in words like egocentric or egoistic, things like that, like when it comes to yourself. However, your ego is something else, is something that you feel about yourself. What I want to say is that ego can be actually something really good. This is just like between brackets, because if your ego tells you you are the best and you're actually seeking that, you're trying to push yourself to be the best. So it can be a driver. If your ego is telling you that you can achieve whatever a goal you have in mind, so it's like a driver that's pushing you to achieve those goals. However, ego can be a problem when it's actually running your life, meaning you're always seeking people's praise or people's attention. And we know that in our societies, well, pretty much in every society nowadays, people are all seeking public praise. Family saying, yes, good, he's doing well, or friends admiring people. And what you do is that you get in loans and debts, and you start buying things that you actually don't need just to satisfy that ego of yours, because that ego of yours tells you that you deserve this and that you want this and that. It may not even be beneficial to you, but you're just doing it to satisfy others people's perception of you, or sometimes the perception that you have of yourself, which can be very wrong. I don't know if you're following me, guys, but it's a bit complicated, right? If you have any questions, let me know in the comments box and I will answer it as we go along. Now, as I said, ego can be good if it's a driver, if it's a motivator to achieve great goals, but it should not run your life and certainly not push you to acquire objects or things just to satisfy other people's perception of you. An example of that, you think you should deserve to drive the latest car or an expensive car. That's your ego. Your ego is telling you that you deserve that you need that. So what you do, you go to the car manufacturer or vendor, and then you get in a loan, a very expensive monthly rent or loan to pay that car. But the question that you need to ask yourself is, how is that car going to actually help you reach your real goals? Are you buying that car just to satisfy others people's perception of you and for them to praise you as somebody who's successful? Or that car is actually something that you really, really want, in which case the loan makes sense. And I hear so many people getting horrendous loans for buying cars or jewelry or watches or, artifacts and accessories. And that's just insane. I don't know if you guys agree with me. Let me know in the comments box if you think it's okay to get big loans on objects or things just to impress probably yourself and other people. So that's the dangerous thing about the ego. Ego is telling you you deserve this, you want this. Probably not you need this, because what you really, really need are the basic needs of every human being. But anything that comes after that is just like wants and desires. And it's perfectly fine to have wants and desires, but if that's really, really what you want for you, not for others, not for the image you're giving to others. And I'm gonna link this to the fact that so many of us nowadays are talking about entrepreneurship. So I get so many messages every day saying, hey Safaa, I want to be an entrepreneur. How can you help me? Well, sure, you want to be an entrepreneur, but are you really entrepreneur material? Are you made to be an entrepreneur? Is this something that you would sacrifice your life for? Or do you just want it because it sounds cool and because other people are doing it? This is my question to you, for you all. If you're following this live, do you want to become an entrepreneur because that's really, really what you want and you're ready to sacrifice your life for it? Or are you just wanting to be an entrepreneur because this is a trendy and cool thing that everybody's doing? Let me know. I'd love to know. Please comment and be honest with yourself, because I feel like it would help you clarify yourself, clarify the vision that you have for yourself. And I know it's not like a very salesy conversation that I'm having. I'm not conversation, talk that I'm having, but it's really important. If you want to seek success, seek it for yourself. Really, deep down, what is it that you want? And your definition of success may not be my own definition of success. And it takes a lot of courage of being different. And personally, I have been different in so many ways in my life, whereas I was expected to be fitted into a category of work or industry or business, but I never really fitted into those things. So, yeah, it takes courage, confidence. You should be confident about what you want and what is your life purpose. Let me see, any questions? Abdel, 8416 is all about one's life's purpose. true. It's all about what is your real purpose. If you were just yourself on your own, on a planet, whatever that planet is, what would be the thing that you would work on? And it wouldn't really matter what other people think of you or what other people expect of you. What would be that thing? What would you be ready to sacrifice your life for? Okay? Because we live in this world of consumerism, and so many people just want to push you to buy things, acquire things. Like right now we're living the Black Friday sale kind of madness. So it's the entire industry, the media, the press, the companies, the manufacturers, the advertisers. It's an entire platform that's been there for us to be just consumers, to acquire things, to impress people, and we forget about who we really are and what we really, really want. All right. Now, let me know if you have any questions about this, because that's a really important message that I would like to share with you today. And actually, Albert Einstein, which I pretty much admire for all the work and the genius he did. I actually watch a lot of his documentaries because it's incredible how he thought about everything that he came up with that was pretty opposite of previous theories on Earth. So Albert Einstein said, the more the knowledge, the less the ego. And the less the ego, the more the knowledge. And I think it's really, really important, because the more you know things, the less your ego has importance, because you are aware of everything that's around you, everything that's important. And that comes down to a book that I wanted to share with you guys is Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. If you guys want to read more about what is ego, how it's distracting you, how it's destroying your life, that could be really, really interesting. All right, guys, let me know what questions you have for me before I wrap this up. And I know it's a Saturday night. You guys don't want to be in front of a live at this hour, but let me take a few questions before I let you go. And let me scroll up. Okay, vous êtes marocaine? Yes. I'm losing my questions. What about scaling the business? Sure, you want to talk about business scaling. It would all depend on the level or the stage that you're at, but it can be one of the biggest challenges of a business. Sometimes starting a business can be much easier than actually scaling it. And I went through this problem myself with one of my companies, whereas I found that, it was really limited. I didn't actually have any innovative product or service to offer, and that was actually my weakness. So scaling business, it's a very important step, and I suggest you to get mentors and people who are specialized in this field, who can actually give you a quick jump, and that would be very beneficial to you. If you're waiting on scaling the business, just praying it may not actually work, because scaling the business has to be very strategic. Either you're adding new products or services, either you're tapping into new markets, either you're diversifying products and services. So it needs to be very strategic, and it's really case by case scenario. All right. Is that it? Do I have any more questions before I wrap up? Is that it? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this live. I know it was a lot of words and a lot of thoughts, but please just go home, or wherever you are, you're gonna go, just go home with this thought that you should own your life for yourself, and you should do things for the right reasons, not do them to impress other people or even to impress yourself, and specifically not get into big debts just to satisfy other people's perception of you and to get the public praise. This is very crucial. So ask yourself whether you want to be an entrepreneur for the right reason, because it's something that you really is something that you want in your life, or is it just because everybody else is doing it and it's the trendy thing? And when it comes to success, we all need to understand that everyone's definition of success is different. It's not because nowadays we see on social media that success means driving the latest car, owning a very big house, and having like 5 children. Success is very different to each one of us, and you need to have your own definition of success. Not because of the media, not because of your family or society. What is your own definition of success? Okay? And another thing that you need to remember is that you're living for yourself. Okay? So it's one life. You need to make the most out of it. But also, it would be good throughout your life to impact other people in a positive way. By buying products and services for yourself, you're not going to be making such a big impact on the world. You're actually going to be making an impact, which means that you're going to be polluting more and, like trashing more, which isn't good for the environment or either for your pockets as well. So make sure that you have a purpose in your life, like somebody said it earlier, a purpose that is driving you to grow bigger, to be better each day. Have like a very genuine vision of your life, not a vision to impress people. Recently, I asked somebody who said to me that he wanted to become an entrepreneur, and I said, tell me, what is important to you? He said, what is important to me is to treat my family and buy them whatever they want. Okay, while I respect that, I didn't feel the person was driven enough to become an entrepreneur, to be honest. Because entrepreneurship is not really about buying things for people in your life. Sure, money is important because it brings you some kind of comfort and some kind of like stability. Sure, I agree with that. However, it shouldn't be the purpose itself. We know that it has to be money making. That's true. But the passion and the love for entrepreneurship has to be much bigger, because they're going to be many months, probably years before you start making money. And what's going to stick you to that? It's really your love and your passion for that service or that product you're going to give. So just remember that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for being here. Meiji Shadow is saying, save it, please. I will save it, hopefully, if I don't push the wrong button. Sometimes it does happen, but stuff happens. I wish you very success in your lives. Let's continue the discussion in the comments, and DM me if you have any other questions. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with my live, because as I told you before, I wasn't really good at it. But I will try to organize myself much better so that we can interact even more. All right, guys, thank you so much, and have a wonderful Saturday night, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.